Hi everyone, it's Hamish, the founder of Bridebook. We're now on video 4 of our COVID series, and this is going to be diving into how to increase couples' confidence to book you during this super difficult time. So we're back at Hedsa now, the venue I launched with my brothers 12 years ago. We launched during the credit crunch, and a huge amount of stuff relates to what was going on at that time. So when we look at where we are today, there are 3 key things to think about when new couples are looking at booking you. So first up, the most important thing is to keep bookings coming in. So what you need to be doing is filling up your 2021 calendar as soon as possible, because that's going to solve the cash flow problems of all this year's weddings being postponed and pushed out, hopefully only a few months, but it might be they're pushed out several months. Getting those bookings in so you're back in business for 2021, a busy year lined up. That's what you need to focus on. But that creates these challenges for your couples. If you put your new couples who are looking at booking, engagements are still happening, thousands of new couples sign up to Bridebook every week. The position they're in, there are 3 key things to think about. One, for these new couples, there's a lot more financial uncertainty in the world, whether that's risk about their roles and their jobs and just the general stock market environment. So that loses them some confidence. At the same time, and obviously a wedding is a very expensive event. At the same time, they're not able to visit your venue due to the current lockdown. So a key way to solve this one of them not being able to visit your venue is, as we covered in the last video, focusing on as much as you possibly can to close that gap. And that's, as I highly encourage, through a lot of video, just like this, showing a lot of passion, whether that's filming a video tour, a video intro about yourself, getting your couples to do video testimonials or previous couples to say how great their wedding was with you. Get all this video content up with you, creates this connection, completely different to just sending an email or sending a brochure. The most important thing when a couple comes around a venue, as we've covered before, is they want to meet you, they want to know your personality. Team is the number one thing we see as the reason for couples booking wedding venues, which might seem strange. It's true. We have 170,000 couples on our platform, and we survey them the whole time. It's all about that personality, and that's a myth. That's something that's a real challenge in this environment. So get videos going. It doesn't have to be perfect. But show your personality, your passion, and you'll do great on that. The other piece to think about is if you're comfortable and able, is to think about how can you change your booking process in this short term. So whilst you want to get couples booking, if they're not able to visit your venue now, that's a huge commitment leap for them to do. If I said to buy a new house and you weren't allowed to visit the house except for seeing it on Rightmove, let's say, it'd be extremely challenging. And that's where doing a video tour and things like that is fantastic, but also looking at your booking processes, especially, are you able to amend how couples sort of reserve or book you at the moment? So there are a couple of opportunities here. One is in the short term to offer a smaller booking fee. So you might say it's actually only £500 non-refundable to reserve our venue after you've done your virtual tour. And as soon as you're able to visit the venue in person, then you have a week to follow through and pay your normal deposit and your whole normal process. So that might feel worrying that it's only £500, but it's still a commitment. And would you get that booking anyway if they had to pay their full deposit today based solely on a virtual tour? That's up for you to decide, but in my experience, probably be less likely in this environment. So it's a great way to easily get couples committing. As soon as they're sharing their dates with friends and family and booking other suppliers, that becomes a very firm commitment, even if they've only done a £500 or £1,000 deposit with you, or a booking fee with you, and then you can go from that. If you want to be even more confident, we've seen some venues do this, I'd say it's a brave move, is offering fully refundable deposits. and this is one I'd put a lot of caution on, just make sure you've done your cash flow and worked out the implication of this. Make sure you get the money for this deposit, especially if you're doing a fully refundable deposit. So this is where what you don't want is to set up the scenario where people are running around booking lots of venues, and actually you have no confidence in your bookings, and when this deadline drops, they've all run away. So make sure you get that cash in, and make sure you only run this for a short amount of time. So as soon as our venue's able to do physical viewings again, that's where the window ends, and you've got a certain window of time to then, that your deposit becomes non-refundable. It becomes your first payment or installment towards your wedding, because otherwise it's a risky scenario to be in. Other things to help increase couples' confidence, as I sort of mentioned already, but a key one is use all your existing couples who got married with you before, all the good favour you've done from amazing events, amazing weddings. Get them writing reviews. At Hedsa on Bridebook, we now have 125-star reviews. This helps boost us up in Bridebook search results, but it also gives a huge amount of confidence. If you've got 120, very detailed, you can add a photo with every review on Bridebook. It's really a guest book and a photo album. Come and look through this amazing library of reviews, celebrating our team and the venue and all the amazing things we do at Hedsa. Make sure you're doing that. This is a great chance to do that. And then even the next stage of that, if you can, is ask some of your couples to record a video testimonial and upload that on Bridebook. It's nothing more persuasive than seeing another couple sing your venue's praises. It's much more engaging. It's what everyone's used to seeing, sort of Insta stories or TikTok or whatever short videos you might be experiencing in lockdown. That sort of experience that they can whip through and just be like, wow, I'm really feeling a lot of confidence for this. Another thing, and a final one maybe you might want to think about, is, as we said, there's lots of financial uncertainty in the world. Is there any way you can do a special offer at the moment? Is there a way you can say, for any 2021 bookings booked in the next month, we're going to pay for your champagne toast when you get married? Or are you able to give them your honeymoon suite? Are you able to create some lovely package that it's a sort of gift for them, a thank you for them for having their confidence to book you now, and hopefully push them over the line to a booking? We have thousands, as I said, of couples on Bridebook, new couples coming in every single day. We're looking for brilliant venues like yourselves. We want to help you as much as we possibly can to get out of this storm of COVID, start booking and filling up your calendar for next year and many, many years to come. And all these different ways I hope are very helpful. So quick reminder, if I can remember them in order, let's say, first up, do your virtual tours, video tours, do your personality, upload videos onto your Bridebook, make sure couples can see you as a person, get as close as you can to that physical experience of having a real show round. Next up, consider changing any booking practices you can at the moment. Are you able to do COVID just during the next month or two, where you allow couples to pay a smaller deposit to reserve your venue? Or are you able to look at refundable deposits until they're able to visit your venue? And make sure you bear the cash flow implications of that. Be cautious on that. It's a big decision to make, so don't run into it lightly. It's something I think that's clear to be careful of. And then look at special offers for your couples, look at getting many more reviews and testimonials. Ask all those couples for the last few years to help you out. They're all going to help you out. Just go and ask them, get their reviews on Bridebook, share your profile, and they can just add them in. And that'll really help you enormously. And I hope that's helpful. Thanks a lot.